How's everyone doing? Let's see here. We'll turn down the volume a little bit from the computer audio just so everyone can hear me. Let's see. Let me know how the audio is looking so far. If everyone can hear me. If you can't, then let's see. Yeah, let's just make sure that everyone can hear me. If you can, then just so you can. So let's see. Muted. Hey, let me check here. Yeah, how about that? You can? You can? Okay, because all right, I'm getting some mixed messages that people can hear me, some people can't hear me. Here, I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit more, just so. Okay. Okay. Here, one nice little tap of the mic for your ears. I'm sure that didn't blow out your ears or anything, but turn up a little more. Let me see. All right, I will say here. Hang on. Let me actually. So, if you guys hear like fans going on in the back, let me bring this fan back a little bit and everything. It is because it's the middle of summer. Yeah. So you know. Yeah. So it's the middle of summer. So, yeah. I'm trying to keep myself as cool as possible. So that's. Yeah, it's hot outside. It's hot outside, and for a bit this past week, it was getting kind of hot inside and everything, despite all the fans and everything. But all right, looks like everyone's here. Looks like people can hear me. Spider-Man behind me. Yeah, that's Spider-Man behind me, and. Right up here, I don't even know if you can see well. Here, let me see. Is Godzilla. You can probably barely see him because of the lighting and stuff. Actually, let me see if I can move the light a little bit real quick, just so you see him without burning my hand. So. This thing just won't go that way. There we go. Alright, I don't know if you can see them now, but there you go. Nice water bottles, by the way. Thank you. I am trying to keep myself hydrated during these hot summertime, so. Oh. All right, so yeah, bring the camera back down here. Well, thankfully, so for those who don't know, I had a bit of a bug problem recently, so which so far it might have been taken care of because there used to be like around nighttime and stuff, there used to be like ants crawling up like the wall everywhere. They might have been like carpenter ants or something. I don't even know because those little buggers start flying at some point. So I had to get so I got so at first I got some bait for them, but of course that's very long term. So when they started flying around, I got like sticky traps, which are technically still up there and everything, but thankfully you guys can't see them. Actually, so far this whole week, haven't had a bug problem because of various things that we did to take care of it. So, yeah, if basically by tonight, if there's no other bugs by tonight, then I might at least take one of these down just because it's nasty. It's nasty, and thankfully you guys cannot see it. I even have like if you can see like a little blue light like right here and everything. It's I even got one of those blue light traps and everything. So, darn you, Hank Pym. You know what? If Hank Pym is behind all of this, then you know he is now my least favorite Avenger, by far. So, yes, that is Spider-Man. And by the way, for those who might be curious of like what, let's see, that is up there and everything. That was one of my. That was my first job. That was technically my first actual comic book job and everything. I think it was called Nod Comics, not the animated series. So, and yeah, and you know what? Since I did mention that, I'm gonna have to give a little special shout to my best friend and my brother at this point, CJ, for finding the guy's table at a con. And I mentioned this because every time he has to make sure that I remember that he's the reason that I got my first comic book job. Him and my father, they found this guy's table and signed me up for it. So anyway, hello. But anyway, yes. So today we are going to be doing the commission stream today, and yeah, I think, and yeah. So for those who don't know, so for those who don't know, I'm pretty much far behind on the commissions that I have to do, and honestly, that's kind of on my end and everything, just because I got distracted with a lot of work and a lot of just you could blame this dude. You could blame this dude in his karting antics and everything. So, so yeah, I got distracted a bit. So, but I'm here now, and basically, what I aim to do with these, what I aim to do with these streams. Because here's the thing, I'm thinking of trying to do this either weekly or bi-weekly, just to make sure that like I stay on task just to get these done. So let me see here. What's your favorite film score? Oh, well, okay. Well, that's actually quite tough. It's probably either Back to the Future or original like 70s Superman. One of those two, I feel. But let me see here. Sorry, I almost got everything set up, so I'm just gonna make sure I got the last thing I need to do set up for my iPad before I get started with this. Let's see. And yeah, and here's the funniest thing. I would say I'm not gonna get distracted anymore. I will like, I'm super focused on work all the time and everything, but let's face it. If you guys have been seeing like how I've been on social media and stuff, you know, once Donkey Kong comes out, I'm gonna be spending my time with that. But again, I am making sure that these commissions are getting done, and what I think, and again, I want to try to do these more public streams weekly or bi-weekly, just to kind of keep myself on track to get these done, so that everyone gets their commissions and everything. Let's see. 6 days. Oh yeah, that's right. Padapon's coming out too. Sweetapon, you're the only reason why I even know about this. about this. So, like as soon as I saw that in direct, I immediately thought about you. So, there you go. There you go. Do Momo needs to know what that looks like. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Alright, so I got the reference sheet right here. Can you believe it? It's been 18 years, 7 months since the Armin, is this one of those like, hey, feel old, start getting the gray hairs right now type of posts that you're doing right now? Because, oh, it's working. Look out, Commissioner. Well, look out, Commissioner, you have posted links. Okay, so I think the first one I want to get started with is, let's see, which one's this one? It's like I got the so right now I'm going to be doing, so today I'll be doing sketch commissions. So let's see, here. Oh, okay. I could probably do this one. This will be one by Dr. Guru. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think people get a kick out of this one. So okay, let's get my hairy face off the screen and let's get started. So I'm going to bring this over here, and let's get to this screen over here. Also, Mr. AD. I think you've been doing this since the last stream and everything. I want you to just simmer down just a smidge and everything, because I think you constantly do this. So I'm gonna give you a little warning. Just simmer down a little bit, okay? About the whole siblings thing and all that. Just simmer down a little bit. Otherwise, I might have to time you out a little bit, okay? Let me see here. All right. Let me just open this up. Dang, we got a lot to go through. Well, I got a lot to go through. I'll see how much I can get done within, by around 6, maybe 6:30 or so. This might be like an hour and a half stream. I don't know, but I'm gonna open up the canvas. And let's see, what are the sizes I want here? Let's go with this size. Okay. And now time to share the screen, please. Thank you. Okay. Admittedly, I did not test out my software and everything before doing this, so for all I know, we might not. The stream might have been cut short just because because sometimes my iPad does not want to screen share at all. So. All right. So what are we doing right now? So, the first commission is Emiko as a certain character that I'm pretty sure you guys know. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me just I thought we'd go to the other screen real quick and give you a little hint. So this person wants Emiko cosplayed as a certain character. Let's see. without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Alright. I think I'll put you guys right in this right here. Alright. So that I can see you all while I get to work. And actually, as a matter of fact, how about we put the jazz is good and everything. Let's. You know what I see right here? I see a certain video right here that's. Honestly, if I play this, I might run the risk of pissing off Nintendo. But honestly, let's play ball. Let's play ball with it. Because look, this track is a banger. So, all right, let's get started with this. All right, so Dr. Guru wants Emiko dressed up as Raven from Teen Titans. So, all right. So first we're going to start with a little bit of this. And for those who were unaware of like some previous streams ago and everything, yeah, Lopez, don't tell the Nintendo ninjas because I have your commission somewhere around here, and if not on this stream, I would like to get to that at some point before they come get me. All right. All right. So let me go dress this Raven. So. So Bill has something to listen. Exactly. Does that make Sam Robin then? I guess that. Wait. Does that make Sam Robin? Because Raven's usually with Beast Boy, right? Unless there's a Robin and Raven ship I haven't heard about. Oh, by the way, speaking of Mario Kart, it has been mad addicting. Even despite the recent well, I'll say divisive update going on. It's been mad addicting playing Mario Kart. From the Justice League versus Teen Titan movie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I completely forgot about those movies. Yeah, Damien and Raven have a thing in those movies, right? I think the reason why I forgot about what do I think of the update? Honestly, look, honestly, I think Nintendo should give players more options to like play the game the way they want and everything. Because that's the thing. Like the only time I got like super competitive for Mario Kart was recently for the Knockout Tour, and mainly just to get a win for both Rosalina and Pauline. But like, yeah, it's one of these things where it's like, it's not I'm not having a heart attack over it, but like, I also think like, yeah, you should probably give players more options if this is where we're at this point. So. Or when Daisy's screen showing. Oh, you know what? All right, you know what? All right. You want to bring that up? Fine. Hang on. If anyone hasn't seen yet, which I think a lot of you probably have seen at this point, what they're referring to is where are you? Where are you? Is this it? Is this it? Nope, that's me winning. Yeah, no, that's me winning. And I know people don't want to see that. People want to see me lose. So I might have had a heated moment during a session in Mario Kart. Yeah. So. So I might have spoken out of line a little bit, which might have sent the wrath of fans of a certain princess my way. Rand, you gotta learn to take a lot. But that's the thing. I've taken so many losses at this point. that and so many close like so many losses that were so close to being wins. I just couldn't take it anymore. and you know what? Hang on. You know what? I didn't even want to do this because you think that was bad. Here's the thing. All right. You know what? I'm putting this YouTuber out on full blast and everything right now, just because. Oh my god. Okay. I don't even know if I should be showing this, but it's too funny not to. So let me. I gotta send something over from my iPhone real quick. You guys need to see this. You guys deserve to see this, because it's too funny not to show you. So, let me find this. Okay, so recently, I got to play with a certain YouTuber that you guys might know. You may or may not know who he is. Liam Triforce. He's how do we commission you? I'll let you know. I'll let you know on that in a bit. I'm here goofing around. So, for those who don't know Liam Triforce, he does a lot of video essays and everything on video games, and they're very, very good, very good shit. Might as well say good. I was trying to say good stuff, but you know, good shit. He does good shit. But here's the thing. When I went on the Mario Kart one time, I saw him. He was playing, and I was like, "Oh hey, let me go play with Liam for a bit." And well, here's the thing. And actually, do I even have like the one clip with the? Okay, so to put it shortly, I was racing him, and then I hit him with a green shell at one point. Okay. Oh, actually, no. First off, when I got into the lobby, I think it was playing Rosalina or something. Yeah, I think it was playing Rosalina, and then he saw that I was there in the lobby, so he cheekily changed into Daisy to mess with me. god. And then at one point, I hit him with a green shell, and during one of the races, and then this happened when we were not racing it, when we were done with the race. This son of a yeah. And after that, this guy had the gall to drive up to me and just be like, and yeah, I just drew, yeah. He did a little trolling, yeah. A little trolling. A little trolling. Guys, YouTubers are mean. They're so mean. Anyway. But yeah, it was all in good fun, but I figured to show you that. Like, here's the thing. I've had that footage on me for a bit. Actually, I say for a bit. It's only been a week. But I've been meaning to, like, and make a little funny edit out of that just to put up for later. I don't even know if I'll do it, but at some point, but eh. Oh, and someone asked if I do commissions and stuff. I do technically do commissions. Now, again, I am pretty far behind on a lot of commissions and everything, so I'm trying to catch up with them. But here, I will put a link in the chat right now, maybe to a pinned chat. Maybe if I can pin it or something like that. Let's see. Because here's the thing: despite me doing this for a while, I still haven't fully grasped on how to do this. So I'm going to put a link to the commissions page in the chat and pin the message. So there you go. So I'll leave that up there for a bit. Yeah. Raven? Yeah, so... Alright. Now, as we're getting back to the commissions, like the whole sole reason as I did this stream, yeah, let's get to the commissions, shall we? Share mine. Did I already do yours, Lunatic? Or are you still waiting for yours? Because yeah, again, for those who don't know, I have been falling a little bit behind on the commissions and stuff. So basically, I'm hoping to do these streams like this either weekly or bi-weekly, just to keep myself on track to getting commissions done for people. So that yeah. Let's see here. So again, for those who are just joining, the commission I'm doing right now is Raven. And I'm sorry, Emiko dressed as Raven in Teen Titans. How long does it take to do a full digital illustration? It honestly depends on it depends on the illustration itself. It could take to like 1 to 2 hours. No, I'm sorry, 1 to 3 hours. Uh, Mount Trevorous, is that it? Mount Trevorous? We'll see about possible physical copies of Spirits Bloom. We don't when the harvest releases. We don't know just yet. Because right now we're primarily trying to get ready for just the harvest. But yeah, which by the way, for those who did not see my announcement from earlier and everything, so I was trying to work on the next story arc and everything, but the next Irma story arc. However, it's basically being put on hold right now, just so I can get the get the rest of the extra pages that I'm doing for the harvest done. Which, by the way, so far, I want to show you one of these pages, but I might just save that for patrons and stuff like that, just because, like, because here's the thing, because me and Gator have been going back and forth on like how these pages are looking and everything, and I personally think we have like seen like a massive improvement from Spirits Bloom, at least in terms of art and everything. I'd like to say storytelling as well, but I watched Jaws for the first time. The only jump scare that got me was my mom, which. Oh, hang on, let me guess. Did she scream at the dead body in the boat, or was it actually one of the scenes with the shark? Because if none of the shark scenes get people, it's usually that one part in the water. Yeah, that one part with the dead body in the boat. Will this be posted? You know the funny thing is, despite everything that he who must not be named has done and everything since he bought the site and everything, I still don't call it X. It's just me. I just keep calling it Twitter. But at the same time, maybe I should spare my energy, because there's an actual good site like Blue Sky to save my energy for. But let's see. But it all depends on Dr. Brewer, basically, because, you know, if he wants to post it himself, which I think, now most of the time, from all the commissions I've done for him, I've usually posted it. So, any thoughts of Blue Sky overall? I mean, I like the site. It's actually a chill place, and usually it's a pretty chill place because you're able to customize it to your liking. So, which I will say, if y'all are like want to know where I'm the most active, not even just like with art stuff and everything, but just in general, it's usually on there. So, just in case. And what am I usually doing on there? Random stuff, just random stuff. Which I guarantee you, it may be. I always get this feeling, even though it's like, you know, it's my own personal count in a way. Like, at least it feels like it more than the Outcast one. Where it's like, yeah, I'll just post whatever. And I sometimes feel guilty where it's just like, I'm just posting random stuff. Maybe I should just keep posting, like, art-related stuff and everything. I want Blue Sky to give the ability to send images through DM. Okay, yeah, that is like one thing that, like, I'm surprised that at this point has not been, like, implemented for Blue Sky yet, which is, for some reason Blue Sky doesn't, like, there's no option to send images through the DMs, which I feel like at this point it's like, you know, why not? But, you know, like, the two things I actually do want from Blue Sky at this point is, yeah, the images for DMs and polls. The funny thing is, I've been waiting for polls to come, and yet here's the thing: I get the feeling that when if they do eventually come, if they do come, then the like the next poll, the first poll I actually do for Blue Sky, it's going to be a tie again. Because here's the thing: the reason I haven't done polls in such a long time is because a lot of times they end on a tie, and it's one of those things where it's like, guys, I don't have time to do more than one thing, and yet it always ends on a tie. But art fight, no, I actually don't even know like what exactly like art fight is and everything. I've heard of it, but I don't actually know what it is exactly. All right. Do you think Osama is afraid of Kratos confronting him? No, he's not. So now we're going to do this. That. Alright, what time is it right now? Oh my god, it's almost 6. Yeah, again. Let's try to go to 6:30 at the very least to see how far we can go with. I want to at least get to one or two more of these. By the way, NP, I know what the reference is and everything. Just chill, man. Come on. Alright. Got that. Bam, bam, bam. Remember, Brandon, this is a sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know. I will say, sometimes when I do, like, do sketches like this and everything, I sometimes forget where it's like, oh, wait, like, I get too into it, and then it's just like, I'm treating it like I'm inking something, and then it's just like, okay, like, step back a bit, man. Just you don't need to be perfect with the sketches and everything. They're called sketches for a reason. What is the hardest character to draw in your opinion? So actually, the funny thing is this correlates with one of the rules for the commissions and everything, and that rule basically is like any like super like detail. So I guess that is a fair question. And what characters are the hardest to draw? Usually, if it's like, I don't know, maybe if it's a really detailed robot, or if it's like some character with like all this like armor, like either like super detailed clothing or armor and everything, like a lot of like fantasy character, like playing fantasy characters have that, especially like because I remember there were a couple commissions that I did. There were a few commissions that I did that was like either it was like an anime designed character with like all this detail on their outfits and stuff, and it's just like, oh my god, when does it end? And one of the recent ones I did was it was like this amphibia one that was like it was the person's OC or something, which was like a military dude. And it was one of these things where it's like, and this is why I don't usually draw military stuff, because there's all this specific stuff that I gotta draw, and it's like, yeah, Flaming Squirrel. This is Procreate. It is an Apple specific program. So I think if you have an iPad or an iPhone, preferably you should probably get an iPad, like an iPad Pro or so. Then yeah, you should have access to this software. And I only say preferably like an iPad Pro or so, just because like to me this is the most comfortable to do these types of drawings and stuff. At least to me. So, let's see. You have a Windows laptop? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry to hear. The other software that I do use is Clip Studio Paint. Make what you will about that one, because that's one of those softwares that I believe that has like a subscription service and stuff on it. So, you know. And personally, for me, just to like get drawings out faster and everything, I prefer Procreate. But if I need to like to get down and dirty with like some work and stuff like that, like get some like work stuff done and everything, I would use Clip Studio Paint. I usually go back and forth with the two softwares, so you know. There you go. All right. Could Samurai Jack beat Whispers? I like how we're like doing all of these like really random like it's like Samurai Jack, where'd that come from? No comments on that. No comments on that one. Here's the thing: if you're gonna ask me like questions that are like, you know, would this famous character beat up your character and stuff like that? Here's the thing: if you've seen how Robert Kirkman responds to any questions about would, I don't know, Omni-Man beat Superman or something like that, he's gonna say Omni-Man easily wins. But of course he will. Because that's his character. You know? Of course he's gonna say Omni-Man wins. Now, is he right? I don't know. I don't know.
He's lying, by the way. gassing up his own character. But I don't blame him because I would do the same thing.
So, goodbye, Sarah. Hope you had fun. Alrighty. I just look at that one Stanley video. I mean, yeah, that's always the case. Like, here's the thing: people want like official fictional fights to work like a death battle video, but they're never going to. But they're never going to be like that. They're just they're never going to be like that because it's usually who the writer wants to win. You make Rosalind win against the king. Sweet Pond, you've been talking about that for a while. And granted, I haven't gotten to it yet, but of course I'd have Rosa win. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Alright, so I'm trying to go as fast as I can and everything. Where do people commission me the most? So, in the pinned comment is the coffee page that I specifically use for commissions. So if you want to get a commission, you gotta do it through coffee. For me, basically, it's the way I'm doing it that way just because for me, at the very least, with my situation, it's like it's the easiest for me to track this stuff. And yep, what's up? Oh, the dog's looking at me. I'll be with you in a bit. Okay, so for those who for those who don't know, I have 2 dogs. We have 2 dogs in this house, and one of them is a full-blown dog, and the other one's a puppy, still a puppy. And yeah, I think they're looking at me to get some food. However, I will get them their food when the stream is over, which again will probably be around 6:30 or so. But because here's the thing, a lot of times when they stare at me, it's to go to the bathroom, but then like when I let them out, they just don't do anything. And then eventually they're like, okay, no, but for real though, I gotta go out. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. But that's plenty of dogs. I just realized, like, yeah, her hand's like this big and her hand's this big. I'm gonna make her hand a little bigger just so it kind of matches a little more. Oh, and electricity. You know what? You know what? You always keep coming to my room. That's it. You know what? You know what? Not only am I gonna pick you up, I'm gonna expose you to everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at you. What? What? You decided to come up in my room. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna put you down. You can stick around if you want, but I gotta get back to work, so. Alright. Here's the thing. She looks nice on. She looks nice with some of the pictures that I put up and everything. But she is a little gremlin. And I will say, sometimes she just randomly starts barking. I don't know why. Like sometimes she'll just bark at whatever, and then it's like, what are you barking at? And at this point, I'm just like, you better be barking at a ghost or something because you have no excuse, little one. Oh, is this one of my favorite tracks coming up right here? Oh yeah, yep. I love this track. She's barking at the goblins hiding in the shadows. Well, I hope those goblins know that they cannot stay here rent-free. So if they think they could just stay here like that, then it's time to get the hose. She keep communicating with the paranormal. Oh yeah. It's gonna be like Paranormal Activity. It was funny. I just remembered like my first time ever watching a Paranormal Activity movie. I believe it was the fourth one. It was like the one that was like the main camera was like this girl's laptop or whatever that she was just carrying around. So, and I just remembered like being really bored, and then once stuff started finally happening, I was either clapping or I was laughing, and a good chunk of the audience in that theater were kind of looking at me like I was a psychopath. Good night, Andrew. Hope you had fun. Alright. Oh, hang on. Did I miss something? This is like one of the most pain in the ass things to worry about in digital art. It's if there's a closed gap anywhere, you gotta fill it up. Implying you're not a psycho. I'm not a psycho. I'm not. I'm not a psycho. You understand me? You understand me? You understand me? Anyway. Alright. Should I do this here? Take your pills. Take your pills? Okay, hang on. Go. Anyway. Can you imagine just someone just randomly shows up and just hears me gulping down pills? Anyway, let me actually drink some water as I start. Try to finish this up. Okay. Let's look at let's look at the Raven reference that I got here. You know what? Yeah. Now it's time for everyone's daily ASMR stream. Yes. Daily overdose ASMR stream. Would I get flagged if I said that? I don't know. On stream? I don't know. Alright, there we go. There we go. That. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. Now we're good with that. Well, I do need to do a little bit of detail right down here, just so the cave doesn't look too flat. So do a couple of these right here, just to add a little spice to the detail of the cape. By the way, I just want to say randomly and everything. If you guys are not aware of the artist named Dan Mora, this is probably like a random topic and everything, but the dude has been killing it with so many franchises and everything. And, oh wait, is this the? Oh yeah, yep. People, the internet has ruined that song for me. So for those who don't know, and here, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna put him on full blast and everything real quick. I'm putting another guy on full blast real quick, AKA just showing you guys how lovely his art is and everything. So if you don't know, this dude, right now, he is a powerhouse. This dude's art is beyond sick, in my opinion. But, yeah, hold on. This guy has like been tackling like so many so many different franchises. Like right now, he's mainly been doing like DC stuff, but then like he's done like Ninja Turtle stuff. He's done like Godzilla stuff. He's done so much stuff. He's done Power Rangers. He's done a lot of things, and it's just like this year's just been Dan Mora, like the year of Dan Mora, basically, just knocking out so much stuff, and now all of a sudden he's working on Transformers, and it's like. Yeah, okay, yeah, that says it all right there. Just, it's one of these things where it's like if you've seen how much we've been getting from this guy, and like it's such a short amount of time, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, while I do appreciate all the awesome stuff, my guy, please tell me you're at the very least like getting breaks, like. Imagine if Dan Mora is the one who draws the. Okay, if we do another Fantastic Four and Superman, which actually would be perfect, and Dan Mora does it, yeah, immediate buy, like I will be there, like day one to get the first issue and everything. Alright. Now that we're done with that. Actually, hang on. Raven's shoes. Are they black on the... So, yeah, they are. Okay. So... There we go. So now that we're done with that, let's brighten this up a bit. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is this. So... For those who don't know, sometimes when like I just intentionally leave spaces, certain like lines and everything unconnected. Once I start coloring, this is like the trade-off for when I do that. When I start coloring, I gotta do this to like make sure that when I fill in the colors, because here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna put this as the reference layer, and let's just say I want to make her blue for some reason, and all of a sudden, there you go. However, if the reference layer is this, where I did put in these lines just to. Then it's just like boom, there you go, because now all the lines are connected somehow and everything. It's just one of the many things that's like it's like one of the trade-offs of doing digital art. All right. Well, all that said, let's get this one done. And I think I know which one I want to do next. It'll be like one of the black and white ones. But, here we go. And you know what? I'm going to make this around maybe this color. I don't know. We'll see. But, okay. We're doing simple flat colors. So, we'll try to mimic as much to Raven's color. Yeah, because she's got like a good in between of like blue and purple. Yeah, so it's like around this color. Versus Sonic.exe. First of all, how dare you bring such a thing into this household? But also, my character wins. All right. All right. Maybe a little darker. By the way, here's the thing. I'm not gonna hone in on this for long. But I will say the one thing out of Sonic.exe that I do like is the realization people have had recently, where it's like, no, wait a minute, all the actual characters can easily beat that dude. Can easily beat that version of him. Also, what is this? I'm trying to remember what game this is from. Is it Yoshi? Was it Yoshi's Island, or was it something else? Either way, like, what would Yuri's job be? Yuri has basically had a bunch of jobs, mainly office jobs, and it varies. Mainly because her and the girls have had to move multiple times. All right. So, by the way, I wonder what song this is. Ooh, I don't know. I think it's Sonic. Do you speak more languages? No, I don't. I just speak English. Sounds like Zelda to me. You know what? You're right. You're very true. Very true. You know, I think this might be the only one that I do some of the shadowing for and everything, just because. Is Irma silly? Very, very silly. So cartoon, but the main reason I haven't touched that yet, honest to goodness sake, it's just because I haven't thought of anything yet. Well, actually, no, I have thought of some stuff and everything. It's just for some reason, like, I've been trying to find like the energy, like the motivation and energy and time to do it, and yet for some reason, it's just like, and then but all of a sudden immediately I just, like, once you say, hey, do something Yuri related, and then it's like, boom, done. I got nothing against it. Against that, it's literally just one of those things. It's just like, I just haven't got to it yet. Hello, Dion. Alright. I think we're just about done with this. We just need to kind of do a little bit with the background, just to sprucing this up a bit. So, let us see here. The motivation is so hard. Yeah, it is. and again, I gotta emphasize this because I think some people might think this way, think I have a problem with Yahweh and stuff like that. I actually don't. It's just literally I haven't found the motivation to actually do that and everything. Not to say that, again, not to say that I have a problem with it or anything. It's literally just I just haven't thought of anything to do specifically. The diamond on her head is covered by her. You know what? I just now realized, yeah, the diamond on the forehead. Although here's the thing. If we look back at Raven over here, let me see. I want to move the screen just so you guys can see it. The diamond on the forehead, like Emiko's hair is just covering it. So, I think we can live. Yeah, because the rest of it is like boom, there you go. So. I wish you had the diamond on it. I mean, I don't know, just to complete the look. All right. I think the last thing I'm going to do is by the way, Blake Butler, see, I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, look, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this right now. If you do credit me, that's fine. It's just I want to avoid people re-uploading, just re-uploading the shorts and do nothing else to it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people to just suddenly re-upload the shorts and everything, and then that's it, and they try to get credit for it and everything. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna do an edit to it, I guess that's fine. But it's just like, yeah, it's kind of a rocky subject and everything. Because yeah, if it's something where it's like you're re-uploading the entirety of the short and everything, and just do nothing else to it and everything, that's a problem. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So I think so. From what I understand, YouTube gives me the option to let people remix videos. I don't know what that means, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like I'm scared that someone's gonna do some weird shit with the shorts that we have. So I just don't even bother giving the option. I don't know if it's one of those decisions that's the right one, but you know. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Thoughts about the... Okay. Okay, so if it wasn't obvious that these streams are not for kids and everything, then let me just answer Lunatic's question real quick by saying, fuck AI. In general, I feel like AI is one of those things that's like it should help us with certain things. It should at the very least help us. Because let me say this in a way that kind of makes sense. It should just be there to help us and everything. Like with certain tasks and stuff, like you know, like it shouldn't replace what we're doing. It shouldn't replace art. You know what I mean? It shouldn't like replace like what we do as human beings. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of these things where it's like, yeah, I can see AI being used as a way to help artists do certain with certain like do certain things with their art that helps them make their art and everything, not as a tool to just all right, prompt this and everything, prompt this, and boom, that's it, done. Like it like yeah, it's yeah. So look, if there is any question as to where I stand on this whole thing, it's not a re-upload, it's just an idea. Okay, well, I'm just giving you that right now just to be like, okay, well, if it's like an AMV or whatever, then yeah, if it's like an AMV or something, then it's like that's fine, you and everything. But yeah, I'm not gonna lose it over like an AMV or something. Yeah, like again, I could see AI being an actual helpful tool for like, you know, to help artists and everything, and to help with the process of art creation. But that's not what it. But that's not what most of the use for AI is. It right now, is it? It's just being used. Yeah, it's just being used because of greed. That's my stance on it. Anyway, hang on. I got distracted with this conversation. Sage living on the brink of tears with a piece of crayon. Or no, here's the thing, Lopez, you can't do that. You can't do that with me and everything. Because Sage is probably like the only like one of the only AI characters where like no, she's an AI. She is an AI in the lore and everything that I'll be okay with. The most ironic thing is whatever like little kid doodles she makes and stuff would probably be way better, ironically, than most of them. Yeah, than any of the fucking. I don't want to say the word slop and everything because that word's overused, but yeah, it really does apply to this subject. Have you watched Elio? I have not. Has anyone in the chat seen Elio? Because if so, how was it? Because I want to watch it because it's like one of if not the only original thing from Disney coming out right now. So I'm wondering how it is because if it is good and everything, then I might go see it because it's like the one original thing I'm seeing from Disney. It's all right. It's good. It's all right. I'm waiting for Elio to come on streaming. Yeah, well, honestly, because here's the thing. I think because they like started doing like Pixar movies, like on like what was the wasn't it like was it Turning Red? Was it Turning Red or Luca where they started like putting Pixar movies on streaming service on Disney Plus and stuff? Like that's where they immediately went to because you really liked it. I don't know. I might go see it. Turning Gray, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I might go. I might. I don't know because right now the only movie that I'm definitely going to see in a theater right now is Superman. I'm actually looking right at the early screening ticket right now. So that I got. So I am super excited for Superman. Yeah. No pun intended, but believe it or not, the pun was not intended. But, yeah. All right, here we go. Well, for everything except Smurfs. I haven't even like looked at anything. I just know like for some reason the internet has been like really dogpiling on the new Smurfs movie. Now, granted, I don't know if it's deserved or not. It probably does deserve it. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but yeah, Lex calling Crypto the ugly dog in a cape and stuff like I want to choke him out. It's so bad. Oh yeah, so that one is yeah. So there you go. That's the Emiko Raven piece. You know what? I will start doing another. I'll do another commission because we spent all this time on this and kind of goofing around. So let's see. So I'm gonna mark that off and actually and let's see. Is this the second or third one? I think it's the third one. I don't know. I might change that back later. But anyway. How's the Irma game going? We're in the testing phase now. We're having multiple people test the game out, see what bugs, and just overall just feedback and everything of the game itself. So any bugs and glitches or anything that needs to be done. So have you got mine? Sorry, I just got two. So I'll have to check to see where yours is. So again, I'm not going to be able to do, because here's the thing, I got a lot of commissions and stuff to do, but I won't be able to get through all of them today. So obviously, so let's see. You know what? Let me see what my options are here. I think I'm going to do, what can I do within like, is mine on the list? It likely is, because I haven't gathered up all of the commissions, but I got a good chunk of them here. So, let's see. You know what? Let's do one of Cartoon Bud's Bud Art's animation. Did I say animations? What the heck? I've been working too much. You can skip mine? You know what? Fair enough. Alright. What else we got here? What's an easy one we can do? Don't worry, Cards and Buds. I'll skip yours. You know what? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. This one for Noodle. Yeah, let me do this one. Also, I just now realized that the screen is still on. You know what? I am a bad streamer. I'm a bad streamer. Yeah. So hang on. Just in case you guys didn't see it, because I suck at this. Goodbye, Sonia. Hope you had a good time. Alright. There. Because I think I showed it off without showing you guys, without, I don't know. Again, maybe this is the reason why I need to start doing these more often. So, because, so I can, she looks like Aunt Me from Invincible. You know what? I'll take that as a compliment. Because I like Aunt Me. Alright. We'll do one more. And then we'll end the stream. So. Let's go with this. Lunatic esophagus. Okay. I will make sure that I got yours. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna, yeah, let me write that down. Yeah, let me write that down somewhere. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Before I go, which arc or Irwin was your favorite to work on? Which arc or which Irma Wayne? So the I guess, I mean, honestly, my favorite arc that I've done is the family reunion arc, only just because, like, God, we it was torturous to get through all of that, but by the end it was very torturous. But, like, looking back on it, it was like, it was great. I am actually really proud of myself, and proud of, like, everyone who contributed to that arc. So Irma Ween, honestly, here's the thing. It's probably this is kind of biased, but my favorite Irma Ween that I did was one of my favorite ones at the very least was the Bride of Frankenstein one, and mainly because I mainly did that as a tribute to my grandpa Jim. And yeah, and plus, again, it was plus Bride of Frankenstein is my favorite horror film. Bride of Frankenstein is just my favorite film in general. So yeah, okay. So it's promo with this person's host. Oh, thank you, Scott. Did I see the Frankenstein right? I did not see the... I haven't seen a lot of the Epic Universe stuff. Besides the Nintendo World. So. Will there be a new Irma animated episode? So, we're currently... So, I will say this. Currently, we are working on some new Irma animations. and one based off of and one of them, actually the current one we're working on, is based off one of the more recent comic strips. Wait, is this what I think it is? It's his song. Come on, where is it? Wow, yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Whose is it? I won't talk about it. Anyway. Quick question. What's your beef with Waluigi? Next question. Have a good day, Scott. Alright, so this character's like, I actually like the design of this character. It's very cozy. Say what to Waluigi? Lopez? What? What? Ooh. Careful, Lopez. I swear to get. I swear to get. Would Sydney like Minnie Mouse? Probably. Yeah. Do you have a childhood nightmare show, and eventually you put also in Irma Wee? Honestly, if I was gonna do that, then it probably would have been Goosebumps, but here's the thing. I'd actually never watched that much of the original show. I mainly read the books. And the one I remember seeing the most was Werewolf of Fever Swamp, which I do believe is one of the most favorited Goosebumps. Not just stories, but just episodes and everything. So. Alright, so now we're getting into a lot of war questions that... Where Irma goes the favors. Oh yeah, now I remember. I gotta get back into what I said this in a post so long ago, but I need to get back into watch some more horror movies. So. Yours is the Haunted Mask. Good pick. I want to try out that. I want to try out that recent Goosebumps show. I've heard either it's like it's okay or like it's good or whatever. I don't know. The one thing that kind of like throws me off a little about it is apparently it's got like actually a lot of mature or like adult stuff in it, which I don't know for me is like, which I don't know for me is like, shouldn't that be Fear Street? Which, by the way, while not having really any history with those books, I do really love the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix and stuff. For me, that trilogy does the thing that I wish a lot of like iconic slasher franchises I wish they would do, which is just like, hey, how about we actually plan this stuff out and do an actual like kind of interesting story and everything that like ties everything together. Like I don't know, like all I heard about it before watching it was like, oh, it's based on like an R.L. Stine series, and then when watching it, I was like, holy crap, this is like really good. Oh, hey, Noodles. Let's see. Wondering if you could drop some details on her. I mean, you can in the chat and everything. I'm mainly focused on doing on the art and everything, but if you want to drop in some stuff for the chat to learn about your character, then go on ahead. Are you a fan of Ed, Edd n Eddy? I am a fan of Ed, Edd n Eddy. In fact, yeah, I'd say it's like, it's either Ed, Edd n Eddy or Samurai Jack are like my two favorite Cartoon Network shows. Have I read any SCP or anything related stuff like that? I think I used to back, like around like the height of the creepypasta days and stuff like that. But I will say it has been quite a bit since I've like delved into stuff like that. Guys, there you go. Noodles is dropping some lore for her character. Let's see. Which, by the way, from what I'm reading, does sound like a chaotic one time. About Irma, would she constantly be skipping around the beach on a super hot day while her friends would cartoonishly be exhausted? Well, here's the thing. Irma is around wintertime, you know, the cold doesn't affect Irma, so yeah, I don't see summer heat affecting Irma anytime soon as well. So yeah, they're likely to be happening. I'm planning on rewriting her entire arc family history in a handy lore book. That's, you know what, smart. That's very smart. Is this the Piranha Plant sleeping music? It is. God, the soundtrack for this game is so damn good. I just, man, this is the one thing about Nintendo that, like, this is the one thing about Nintendo. Look, maybe don't listen to me because I'm a Nintendo shill, but it's like, yeah, we like Nintendo makes decisions that's questionable. Nintendo can make decisions that's like, you know, we can complain about and stuff like that, but it's always just like, but they make that good stuff though. God. I wish Mario Kart World had a jukebox that, like, yeah, like you know what? Yeah, I wish I had that. Like imagine, yeah, just like a cool juke. Basically, what they're doing for DK Bonanza, just a jukebox where you could just, like, as you're unlocking each song and stuff like that, just from playing the game, you could just play whatever song. If you watch K-pop Demon Hunters, no, but I have seen like a couple clips of it. I'd say Noodle's around a similar height to Irma, maybe a foot taller. You know what? That's good to hear. So let's. I think this should be good, right? You really want those reptile man and mole men, don't you? Wait. Why do you want those? You wouldn't perhaps be one of those. Would you be, Cartoon Bud? Hmm? You're not a reptile person, are you? You could tell us. You could tell us. This is a safe space. You could tell us. I totally won't rat you out. A little bigger, just I went out to yep, fair enough. What about crab people? And this is the instance where everyone was like, what about crab people? What about I don't know, what other people? Perfect. Good. By the way, that thing near her hat are her ears. Oh, hang on. Okay. I kind of see it now. Okay, I kind of see it now. Yeah, this part right here. Because if so, I'll adjust a little bit while we get through this. aliens though? Yeah, aliens are in Irma. I think one of the comic strips actually has aliens in it. Yeah, they're her ears. Don't forget her tail. She has a. Oh yeah, she does have a tail. Hang on. You know what? You know, it's good that you're here. Just so yeah, like, there's more likely this either would be something I wouldn't have caught until like I sent it to you, or I would have caught like after the stream would have been over. But might as well. Get this in now. So. So let's. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Alright, it's almost 7 o'clock, so let's see if we can speed through this. Ladies and gents, you're watching a speed run stream now. As we get through this particular piece. So there's a new Fear Street coming out. Is that the one about the prom night, or is that or is there another one that I don't know about? Ooh. I gotta change out my screen protectors. So I have a screen protector that basically is like a paper-like, and I think I've been wearing this puppy out. I think it's the prom night one. Okay. I'll have to check it out at some point because I did like the original Fear Street movies. Yeah? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Hang on. Oh. Ed from Green Mountain. I don't know where that is. Unless if I've seen it just somewhere before, but I just don't recall the name. Whew. All right. There we go. Have you checked out Deltarune yet? I haven't even played what is it? Undertale. And I know probably for some people that's blasphemy, but I just I just never got around to it. And I think Deltarune's the same in the same world, right, as Undertale. It's the sequel to Undertale, right? I mean, I'm assuming. Why else am I seeing Sans and what's her face, Torio, right? A parallel story. Okay. eventual progress on the game harvesting. It's one of these things where it's like we're aiming for this year. We don't fully know, and we do not want to set dates, just because something might come up. So, but yeah, it's one of these things where it's like, man, we're really we're actually much closer than you might think, and yet something could happen. So, it's a parallel story. Toby Flex says it's different from others. Honestly, guys, I'm just gonna say this right now. I likely won't be checking out the game, just because, like, yeah, I don't know. There's just other games that catch my eye, like a certain gorilla whose game is going to be out quite soon. So a game in which he's going to destroy everything in his path while protecting the smallest of beings known as Pauline. So we're aiming to put the Irma game on Steam to answer Sweet Upon's question. Cost? We don't have a price right now. We have an idea, but it could change. So. Favorite color? Purple. See, there you go. There you go. See, there you go. Those are some simple questions I can answer right now as I'm trying to focus on getting this done. Go. Bam, bam, bam. You just rediscovered the series recently? Cool. Least favorite color? I don't know. I don't know, actually, because here's the thing. There's plenty of things where it's like when you ask me what's my favorite and least favorite, I might be able to answer one, but I won't be able to answer the other one. I'm trying to think. Least favorite color. Well, I don't know about a single color, but I will tell you about color schemes that I don't like, that I'm not a fan of. And usually it's stuff like camouflage and everything. Which is kind of funny because I literally have from a Christmas one time for one of my family members, camouflage pajamas, and I only wear it because if it's like the only like pair of clean pajamas in the house. So you love purple, but Waluigi is purple.
Yes, he is desecrating my favorite color. He will pay one of these days.
Okay. Played the GameCube online on Switch too. Not online, honestly, because I'm waiting for a game. Actually, no, here's the thing. So, there is technically a game on the GameCube library that I could play. However, I've held off on playing any, like, big adventure games other than, like, any of the ones I've already played. Or, how about this? Ones that I know I can get done probably before Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out. Because once Donkey Kong comes out, like, my focus is solely going to be on that until until I beat the main story. And then do whatever extra stuff is in the game. And here's the thing. I know probably for some people they might wonder, like, because I want to play that game, like, immediately, just so I can, like, go in it fresh and, like, not have much spoilers and everything. And I know, like, for some people they may be wondering, like, it's a Nintendo game. Why are you worried about spoilers? And it's kind of one of these things where it's like, similar to Mario Odyssey, where if like, you know, maybe an outsider may look at, like, wait, no spoilers, like, it's a Mario game, you know what you're gonna get, and it's like, yeah, but it's the small things, it's the little things, like, it's, you know, certain fan service moments or surprises and stuff like that, like, you know, if I go in there blind for the first time, I might, you know, get super excited and freak out. So you think anyone in Blairwood has a crush on Emiko? Well, not in Blairwood, but you know what? I think I'll stop there. I'll stop right there. Yeah, no one other than Sam. It was implied a stream ago that Irma will be getting older. Is that? Yeah. Again, like, when we get back onto the Irma comic and stuff, one of our main intentions is to actually start, like, progressing the character's age and everything. Does Sam have to deal with crazy fangirls? He probably has to deal with a crazy fan every once in a while. Alright. Where are we at? 7:03. Again, you know what? Again, I'll finish this up and then we'll be done. Then I'll let you guys go. That's right. That's right. You're stuck here with me. You totally can't. You totally can't leave. Like, whatever you want. All right. Is Irma non-verbal, by the way? I mean, she's verbal, but, you know, we just never let you guys hear what she has to say. Mwahaha. Don't throw me with a good time. I see where I know. I like where your head's at, Pinhead. How appropriate. One of my favorites. Just Mario themes ever. And granted, that's nothing special. I mean, it's like, oh, you like Rainbow Road? You like the Rainbow Road music? How original, but God. By the way, I gotta say, Worlds, Mario Kart Worlds Rainbow Road. It may not be like the hardest, the most like insanely like hard track and everything, but God, it's such an experience every time. Are there any characters that Irma would not get along with day one that aren't villains? Who is the babysitter from Fairly Odd Parents? What's her name? Vicky. There you go. There you go, Vicky. What's happening here? Is it there? Alright. We're good now? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I've seen some, I've watched some Fairly Odd Parents, but not as much as like Danny Phantom or so. I'll tell you guys right now, I was more of a Cartoon Network kid, but I did watch some Nickelodeon shows, like Rugrats and such. But I will say, sometimes, some days, I keep thinking of doing a piece where it's Felicia versus Vicky. And honestly, look, and like, what would that look like? It varies, but sometimes, I keep thinking back, like, maybe I should just have it to her, like, it's like, really just about to smack her. Like, it's like right before the impact. as she's like bullying Irma. Gumball's returning in July. Oh yeah, that's right. Gumball is returning in July. Dude, okay. That show specifically, I didn't even intend on like binging that show recently. Oh, I think it was last year I binged that show. Oh my god. Like when I was done binging that show, I was cuz here's the thing. Like I've seen some Gumball episodes. I've seen some clips of Gumball, so I didn't know. So I always kind of viewed Gumball as like, okay, well there are other shows like Steven Universe. They're like, oh yeah, now it's like super plot heavy and stuff. And then there's Gumball. That's like super episodic and everything. And technically it is. But when I actually started watching it, I was not ready. I was not ready for like how creepily, for like the creepily underlying like overarching stuff that was going on in the show. Like yeah, again, most of the episodes, yeah, you could just watch by themselves and stuff because like, you know, it's not as super plot heavy, like super overarching plot heavy as like Gravity Falls and stuff is, but like oh my god, like Why are you obsessed with deer? I don't know. I'm an addict, and I don't think there's any cure. All right. We are almost done with this. It is just about 7:10. So, you're still reading the Night Parade part of them. Cool. Tales of Outcasts are going to return. We want to return to it. It's just we got other projects that took up our time. So, but here's the thing. If I do any of like just random extra stuff, mini stuff with like characters that are not Irma, like say if it's a comic that that is not really focused on Irma, but is technically still part of like that world and everything, I'll likely just put it up on the Tales of Outcasts webtoons, just for the heck of it. I've basically been doing that recently, so. Let's see. Yeah, which is about right. Okay. Do ha 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 ha. Fair. Ha ha ha. Laugh it up. All right. Let's see. What if there was a Waluigi? What? A Waluigi parade is set marching near your house? Have you heard of this thing called a Molotov cocktail? Get the bazooka. Yes. Have you done a Kingdom Hearts art piece before? I did it once. I think it was like an incentive to get to a certain goal by the end of the. Okay, I'm gonna hang on. Since you guys aren't really seeing me on camera right now, I'm gonna turn this light off. It's kind of blinding me a little bit while I try to get this. Actually, what am I even doing? Hang on. I should be doing this. Hang on. Copy. There we go. There we go. Now I can just pull directly from this. Oh wow! Now that I'm looking at this, holy crap. Actually, here, let me see if I can just saturate this a little. Oh god, she's green. I would usually do this like because this software has like a reference feature that I could technically do to get the colors from there, but for some reason sometimes like it just mutes out some of the colors. So for me, the next best thing is just to copy and paste the reference images into the picture itself, and then just grab the colors from there. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that, but oh, you sent something? Let's see. You sent a closer look at the tail guy. Oh yeah, you did. Hang on. Let me grab that. That'll actually help us out a lot. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. So. Okay, so first let's take care of this. Alright, let's grab this tail. By the way, someone did ask, like, how often do I check in on messages and stuff. I will say, on coffee, I will say I do need to get better at, like, checking in more. Because, I have been, like, pretty distracted and busy and stuff, so, I haven't checked in to the messages as often as I should, so, again, just something I gotta improve myself on and everything. So, improve myself. It's all gonna make an apology video. Alright. I should make an apology video just for being like, I'm sorry that I'm a lazy bum. Alright. Let's get this color. Am I always going back to this expression? I don't know why I like this expression a lot. Actually, you know what? That expression I like, but hang on. I'm gonna get this one done. The other expression I like is this one. Love that. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's also the hat color. So, other. You sent the snake form. Oh, here we go. Oh, hang on. I don't know why it's not letting me download the image, but hang on, let me reload. Let's see. If really helps. Ah, there we go. By the way, thank you Niels, for for providing me some more images for this. This is very helpful. So, I'm gonna copy this image, and just to have this on standby, just in case we need it. So, but I'm gonna put it in the reference folder as well, just to make sure. So. Here's the character in her little snake form. I'm going to put this in the reference files as well. So, go. Oh, okay. I see. All right. You know what? Since we're on this, let's just do the tail right now. So, tail like this. She's based on V from the Outhouse. I had a feeling, I had a feeling. Again, I will say this character is pretty dang cute. Go. Right. Move this a little deeper just so we can see it a little more. Just a slight bit more. There we go. Which ones are over, brother? I mean, you can. I mean, you can send it, but right now I'm just mainly focused on the actual reference images and everything. But yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, I almost forgot actually. There. Now, let's see. We get the boots. And it looks like it looks like the leggings have some color as well. So, I'll just grab the color as soon as I'm done with the boots. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm on the exhaustion part of the stream now. So, or actually, no, not completely exhausted. I'm just like, I'm getting there now. Here we go. just make this pure red. Put a bit of middle gear in there. Which is another series I think I've only played one game of, which is Revengeance. Because action game. I think a friend tried getting me into the series a while back, but just wasn't my thing. I don't know, the whole espionage thing wasn't working for me. But then, because I originally thought like maybe I just don't like stealth games, and then it's like, but then I played Sly Cooper, and I was like, oh wait, if the stealth game is more of something that I'm actually into, like a cartoony game, then there you go. Alright. Late to the party. Ooh, Zeta? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think we're reaching the end of the stream, so. Oh no, there are some people who are actually getting in here now. Oh no, and the stream's about to end. Because yeah, actually no. You know what? It's almost about to end because right now we need to at the very least get a good color for this. So let's see. Let's just go with. So yeah, let's just go with this color. So let me see here. Just go use that real quick and then. There we go. Who needs sleep? Unfortunately, sleep is one of those things where it's like I wish I didn't need it, but I do. But also at the same time, I do have an important meeting to get to later tonight, so I can't be here for the whole night. Alright, let's see. Just want to do one last little thing to this, and then we should be done. Which is just put a little simple little, like a little bit of something like this, just kind of similar to what I already did with Emiko, but. This music's way too good. I saw a question earlier. Let's see. I lost it. Okay. You ever do art traits before? I don't think I have, no. By the way, this is not an open invitation for one, but just in case. All right. Oh, hang on. Could you put in a big text saying? I mean, if I do that, then hang on, because I'm just gonna do a little something with this. So, a big text saying Irma and Noodle. I could probably do that. It'll probably be a rough thing, but I can do that. You know what? Just for an extra little thing, I can do that. So let's, at the very least, do this. By the way, if there's one thing that I wish Procreate had, but they don't, this may or may not be a cry for help. I wish they had, like, and something like Photoshop, both Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint have, which is basically like a stroke line option, where it's like for like having an outer stroke line. Though for right now, as far as I know, this is like the one way to do it. So let us see here. Alright, so nothing wrong with that. Group this all together. Oh, did I put the... Oh yeah, I did. There. Bring this down. Okay. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is just put a little title up here because I think Noodles wanted that, so... Alright. And after this, the stream will be done. So... Again, I know I've been saying this throughout the whole stream, but this damn music is so good. And if someone dares say, is it $80 good? Unironically, I'd say so. But, you know, again, remember, I'm a Nintendo shill, so don't, you know, may not want to take my word for it. Big help. Alright. Yeah, sorry for no commentary. I'm just... Yep, we're right at the end of the stream where I'm extremely tired. So... Well, not extremely, but, you know... I'm getting there. I got no more social energy left, so... Alright. and then I had to save some of that up for the meeting tonight. So, all right. Oh, hang on. There we go. And the last thing I need to do is just sign away. So. Put it down here. All right. All right. I think we're done here. Okie dokie. So, I think that'll be it for today. And I do apologize for people who did just come in. But yeah, we've been here for a bit, and I need to get some energy. I need to have some energy left for the meeting tonight. So let's see. That was this piece right here, and this one. So yeah, I think we did pretty good today. So thank you all for coming out, and yeah, and again, for the top tier patrons, I will be doing a stream tomorrow, and also may or may not have a guest in the form of Donovan Tracy, who is coming up to do some business tomorrow. But you know, might as well hop onto the stream. So yeah, again, thank you all for coming out, and thank you all. And by the way, thank you to everyone who has submitted a commission and everything. It has been helping out a lot, with not just with getting the getting the super important Switch 2 into my hands and everything, but also just for some other financial stuff and everything. But yeah, again, I'm going to keep working on these. I'm going to try to do these either weekly or bi-weekly, just to keep myself on track with these. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, yeah, thank you all, and have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Be good people. Bye, everyone.